Good evening, I'm Karen Sullivan, publisher of Orenda Books, and this is Orenda Books at Bedtime. Tonight we're going to be hearing from Rod Reynolds, a new part of the Orenda Books stable, a new author, and he's going to be reading from Blood Red City. Now this is an extraordinary, fast-paced, nerve-shattering thriller. It's a standalone, Rod's first standalone. He's best known for his rural American noir series, which I absolutely fell in love with, but this is something entirely different, and wow, has he nailed it. Now this is a proof. The final books are printing now, and they will be available on the 23rd of July, and we are so excited about this book. Now let me tell you a little bit about it. So, a witness but no victim, a crime but no crime scene. When crusading journalist Lydia Wright is sent a video of an apparent murder on a London train, she thinks she's found the story to revive her career, but she can't find a victim, much less the killers, and the only witness has disappeared. Wary she's fallen for fake news, she begins to doubt her instincts until a sinister call suggests that she's not the only one interested in the crime. Michael Stringer deals in information and doesn't care which side of the law he finds himself on. But the murder on the train has left him exposed, and now he'll stop at nothing to discover what Lydia knows. When their paths collide, Lydia finds the story leads through a nightmare world where money, power, and politics intersect, and information is the only thing more dangerous than a bullet. So this is a book that bursts with energy and grit from the opening page. The ending is superb, it's unexpected. When I got this in on submission, I felt like I was watching an amazing drama on TV. It's just wonderful. The characterization is brilliant. This is absolutely spot on. And in this book, London becomes a character in its own right, from the gleaming towers of the financial district to the sort of dirt and grit of the underprivileged areas. It's an unforgettable read, and it's a standalone, so you don't need to have read anything else by Rod, but I highly recommend you do. Pick this up, and we're now going to hear from Rod.
Hi guys, my name's Rod Reynolds, and I'm here with the latest instalment of Orenda Books at Bedtime. Today I'm going to be reading an extract from my new novel entitled Blood Red City, which is the story of Lydia Wright, an investigative journalist at a national newspaper who's seen her career derailed and is looking for a way back into the big time. Lydia gets sent anonymously a video of what appears to be a murder on a London tube train, and instantly she thinks like this is the story that could get her back on track. The trouble is she can't find any trace of the victim, the witness, the crime scene, nothing, and no one else seems to know that this has even happened. So just as she thinks she's fallen for fake news or a hoax, she crosses paths with a man called Michael Stringer. And for him, the contents of the video are deadly serious. And the passage I'm going to read you now is where we first meet Michael Stringer. I hope you enjoy it. The day's penultimate job was an easy one, comparatively. He'd ordered things that way. The self-help manuals he used to read would advise tackling the hardest tasks on your list first. Fine in theory, not so easy when there were lives at stake. So that came next. For now, Michael Stringer had the home of London Assembly member Nigel Carlton in his sights. A nice semi on a nice road in Finchley, the streetlights casting the bay windows in amber relief. He'd done business in worse places. His skin itched, waiting. Carlton had arrived home 10 minutes prior, the house unlit before that. Stringer's information was that Carlton's wife was in Brussels for business, a regular occurrence, in his estimation the cover for an affair. Not Stringer's concern in this matter, but professional rigour wasn't something he could just turn on and off. 10 minutes was just long enough. Carlton had showed up in a cab, so the chance of anyone else arriving separately was slim, but not zero. A mistake he'd made once before. On that occasion, Stringer had tailgated a target into his flat after watching him arrive alone, only to have the man's secretary let herself in minutes later with her own set of keys, just as he was getting down to it. Transpired the woman and the target took separate cabs from their office to keep their trysts under wraps. But 10 minutes was enough time to discount that possibility. Any longer ran the danger of a takeaway order showing up, or even the target leaving home again, a late night urge for a bottle of Pinot or a bag of Coke or who fucking knew what. Stringer rang the doorbell. The hallway light went on, and then the door opened without a sound. Carlton looked him over, the caution in his expression fading when he took in the wiry man in the charcoal grey suit on his doorstep. Stringer didn't immediately speak. "Yes," Carlton said. Stringer raised the blue plastic document wallet in his hand. "We need to talk about these." Carlton squinted. "Sorry, have we met? Who?" "The girl you've been emailing is 14 years old. Did you know?" What girl?" "Jennifer Tully. Jennycat18@hotmail.com. Her Facebook picture is her with glitter all over her face. I'm told it's something the kids are into these days. Now, if you swore to me she was 18, I'd probably believe you, but I wouldn't bet my career on it." Carlton dug into his pocket, produced his phone. "I'm calling the police." Stringer waited, staring at him doing nothing. "Well, you don't need my permission." "I don't know. Look, you've got your wires crossed somewhere, so why don't you bugger off before..." He swiped the phone to unlock it. "Assembly member. Is that your title?" Carlton looked up. "It's awkward as honorifics go, so I'll use Nigel. Nigel, have a listen to some of this." Stringer dipped his head, mimicking reading, even though he had it memorised. "I've been thinking about you all night. I couldn't help myself, couldn't sleep. I could smell you on my shirt and I just want to eat you up. I haven't felt this way about anyone since I was a teenager. I don't know what's come over me." Stringer handed him the email printout, pointing to the sender details at the top. "That's you, yes?" Carlton skimmed the page, his mouth coming ajar. This is not me. I've never seen it in my life. I've never heard of this girl." "Let's go inside." "Who the hell are you?" Stringer jutted his chin. "Inside." Carlton backed up, staring at the printout, as if he could wish it into thin air. Stringer made his way down the hall and into a large kitchen, the rest of the house in darkness. The room was centred on a walnut-topped island unit and was straight out of a design catalogue. Black bifold doors to the garden, brushed steel fridge, gleaming pans hanging over the counter, a cooker that looked like it had never been lit, the faint smell of cleaning products. Stringer took 2 glasses out of a cabinet above the sink and filled them with water. He set one down for Carlton and watched him inch down the hall, flipping the page to read the full email trail as he came. "I've been hacked." Carlton looked up, his face as pale as hypothermic flesh. "Where did you get these?" Stringer pushed a glass towards him. "Word of advice, Nigel. No one buys I've been hacked anymore. You're supposed to use Snapchat for this shit. WhatsApp." Carlton set the sheet of paper on the counter, the spotlights in the ceiling so bright it gave off a glare. "I've never seen any of these emails. Those are not my words. These are fakes." Stringer sipped his water. "You didn't give me those, so where else would I have got them from?" "How the hell should I..." The penny dropped. "The girl?" He frowned in confirmation, and Carlton rubbed his face. "Who are you?" "That's irrelevant." "No, it fucking isn't. Why are you doing this to me?" "I'm just a fixer." Hope you enjoy the book. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much. Once again, this is Blood Red City, out on the 23rd of July. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week on Orenda Books at Bedtime.